Are they gonna run through the left edge of the smoke, or are they gonna run straight at you to die to you? No, of course they're not gonna run straight at you, right? So your crosshair placement here is off in the smoke. It should be on the left or right edge of the smoke. In this case, left, very much more probable, right? Ooh, this is really nice, man. With MP9 versus 2 AKs, really nice shots. You have to be really accurate with those. Maybe you're also not kind of reading when they have low money, because right now you're very exposed. Let's get straight into the demo and let's see what you're doing in the game. Alright, so gonna be having ANUBIS. Looks like you guys are splitting across the map. So generally in pistol rounds, I don't recommend you guys like split like that in across the map, because if you think about it, it's easier with USPs than with Glocks to get the picks, right? Long range, like these one-taps. With Glocks, you wanna be like sticking together and rushing, right? So if you can call something like that, or give an idea like that, that would be a lot better than just splitting apart. Well, let me turn off these annoying... So, as I'm saying, right? See, long-range duels, you're taking them with the Glock solo. This is not supposed to work out too well. Yep. I'm not surprised how this round turned out. But yeah, let's see what you can do in here. So a simple call, like, let's say, one going B main, with maybe one guy going B main and 4 people rushing mid with bomb and with Glocks and jumping down to water and splitting B. Easy call. Easy to call any game, even if you're solo, whatever. But can work out pretty well. You guys are grouped up, you're taking close range angles in connector, in water, right? You are not having these long range fights on B or on A, whatever. So, way better call than what you guys did here. Okay, so you play like an eco with P250, that's pretty cool. Okay. See, you're spamming this AD keys a lot, man. Kind of curious how it goes when you're actually fighting people. You're pretty slow for an eco. Oh, now you see the A player. Okay, this should be a call for you guys to start pushing camera, like here. Because if the A player is pushed up, then it means A surely is clear. The only place they can be in is from Temple or from CT, right? So this is the time for you guys to start running towards camera, so... This is kind of game sense thing that you should understand. If you see a guy water pushing A, going through camera as fast as possible, getting the plant, expecting him in A main, right? You're kind of too slow here. You let him rotate back. So, but he doesn't decide to rotate back. Yeah, and you're checking it, which you shouldn't, because that was the player who pushed water, obviously. Just slightly too slow here. He's coming back for A main. Your teammate is dying. I mean, if you get the plant here, that's pretty good. It's literally almost fully go. Yeah, that's pretty good round. Like, the outcome is pretty good. You guys get the plant, you have money for next round. And that's cool. So that is gonna be mid smoke, I assume, right? Oh, no, this is connector smoke. It's good as well. Well, you smoked connector, but you're actually not even going there. Nobody's water, right? So maybe it's not the best idea to smoke it since nobody's going there. You guys don't even know if water is clear. Maybe he breaks the connector smoke and just sees that nobody's there and he just pushes it, you know? You never know. But here you get naded pretty substantially. Oh, nading like this is always dangerous because people can spam you. And molly like this is also quite useless because the guy can stand behind it, right? It doesn't care that it's mollied. Alright. And it's a 4v4 situation. So again, oh, and you're just missing here. This shot could be hit and you could have easily went A here. So that's the only problem here, you just missed the shot. Should be completely fine if you hit it. Okay, so you are AFK with the Deagle. You decide to call the B, which is fine. Now you're peeking B. It's also fine, but you're doing too much of this ADing a bit for me. There's no point to AD every single angle. Like, if you pick the angle and there's no one, right? There's no point to, like, AD on the angle. You can hold it, but don't see a point of spamming those keys. Oh, nice try. Crosser was almost on him. Okay, let's see the full round. Okay. Looks like A push. Oh. Okay, so the problem here is you guys are doing A strat, but you have no one in mid, right? Nobody's putting pressure on mid. So it's a little bit risky. I mean, they will check mid and they will know that nobody's... and see the rotation through camera, through here. Instant rotation from 2 players because they haven't seen anyone mid. That's the issue here. You guys don't put pressure on the other parts of the map when you're attacking A. And now even if you would happen to take A, I mean you can't because they're rotating, but if you happen to like take space on A, there will be like at least 2 or 3 people here. But it looks like your teammates are getting kills on the other parts of the map, so it works out in the end. And I believe you're gonna secure the post plant here. Yeah, this looks good. You guys are trying to split B. Completely fine. This is not bad. Again, you keep smoking on. And probably, in my opinion, it would be better to just smoke mid and just take mid control. You kind of commit too much to that tapping. You guys win the round anyways. Hopefully you play the post plant right. So you guys kind of play off each other. You're 49 and 27 HP. The nade looks pretty good. Oh, a lot of damage. Good nade, man. And here, your teammate should not be peeking before you get the contact. Your teammate should be peeking on your contact. If your teammate dies here, man, I don't know what's... There could be different things happening. And you guys are splitting apart on a round where they have deagles, right? Not the best idea. You don't want to be... You don't want to have your guy walking out solo towards A and your teammates, one teammate towards B, because what if they decide to push B here, right? And just flash through. Then your teammate can die. Your teammate on A, let's say he loses a duel, 5v3 already, they have weapons, right? And your teammate goes solo mid. So you guys are just going solo everywhere, right? And taking duels. This is not the best idea versus eco. Wanna group up, not give up weapons. Of course, if you win the duels, you're gonna win the rounds. But it's not like it's an optimal strategy. So a simple call you can do is, for example, one guy, just you tell one guy to put some pressure mid. You guys are taking water control and trying to take cave. And you have one guy in front of B main. And then you guys are splitting B. The guy who put pressure on mid goes back to B. He leaves mid. You guys are like free towards connector. Easy B split. Okay, cool. Molly behind you, pretty smart. To make sure nobody goes in that connector area. Oh no, and you can see the smoke is a bit off, right? Don't tell me this guy surprises you. Oh no, yes. Oh, there is a slight gap in the smoke. Oh no, there is no gap. Oh, and reload knows about you. Should not peek, honestly. Could have jumped across with your knife out, but yeah, it's fine anyways. Yeah, nothing wrong with this round. You guys are just going B through connector. Again, mauling behind, that's cool. Good awareness, like, in general, that you know that there is a possibility of him being behind you. Because, you know, some people might not expect that quick of a flank, but you expect it, which is pretty good. Gonna molly the right side. What is this molly for, actually? Yeah, I don't think this molly is too good, honestly. Doesn't really molly any specific angle. Do you guys decide to go back to mid? I'm kind of curious what's the idea. So you killed that temple player, so the mid player. Now you're going towards A. This is completely fine. Although you're probably not aware that behind this molly, he can have an angle on you guys, right? So if you molly here, he can clearly see the cross. So you would want to be smoking this angle off, ideally. Or jump, you need to jump across the angle if it's not smoked off, right? Here, I would say, you're not clearing out water, and that way, you are trapped in between. You're not clearing out canals, so that way you're trapped in between canals and B main, right? That's the issue here. But before we continue to the city side, let me actually really quickly go over these side mistakes you guys are doing. And honestly, I haven't seen you throw any utility there apart from the water smoke. So first of all, let's talk about solo plays and how you can impact the round early if you want to get an entry. If you have spawn towards B, like generally you can do something like this where you molly B. You literally take your knife out, you jump across here, and you peek like immediately, right? All these angles. That's completely fine. Or do the same thing with a flash. Just literally bounce a flash. And peek the angles, right? I didn't jump across properly. Same here actually, towards mid. You can also peek towards mid, like you can just run here. Peek towards mid, and if you see no one, you can just smoke this off. Hold it, right? Then do a molly like this. Then jiggle, nade over here. And peek. Pretty easy. And then you're taking map control like this solo. You can also like just go towards water yourself. Here. You can run. I mean, you need to ask someone to put pressure mid because you can get killed by mid players. And then I haven't seen you use utility properly. You can molly off this wall, kind of to the right. And you're just clearing the angles, you know? So this way you can take map control way quicker. Also, if you want to entry, you can run here, or if you want your teammate to entry, jump like this early and take a peek. And your teammate will be flashing like this for you. Oh, slightly to the right, sorry. I believe this is gonna land. Yeah, the second flash will land. Just blind any angle that's looking towards A main. So if someone is like this, early round, right? Boom, you just full blind him. Even if he's like holding like this, full blind him. So these are gonna be things available to you. Then like just going more with the team. That's something you can't really control. You have to call that, right? You have to tell your teammates, okay, let's go together on Antico, guys. Let's go B together. Let's execute B or execute A, right? Pretty simple execute A you can throw yourself. Is this kind of util. You're just gonna jump through the smoke. Jump through the Molotov here and use flashes like this. Right? You can also do the util on the run, so you're gonna do the flash for your teammate, right? Oh. You're gonna do the flash for your teammate. And then you're gonna do the... What did I just do? Flash for the teammate, and then you can do smoke over here. You're aiming for the doorway. And then you're aiming for the molotov to bounce it off this broken wall. I mean broken wall, or this part of the wall. To hit the broken wall. So you did the flash. Boom. You're just coming here, smoking, molotoving. Easy as that. You guys have a rush B. The only place you need to watch out is heaven. And side, of course. A rush A, I mean. On B, the default util, I don't know if you know it as well, but I'll show you. Happily. Smoke left or right side actually. I'm aiming with my helmet, like with my Kevlar, like the 100 Kevlar on bottom left of my screen. With this thing, I'm lining this up. This is gonna be the right side smoke, it's gonna land over here. It's pretty pixel, so that's why I'm lining it up like that. And for the left side, I believe it was here and like a third thingy. If I'm not mistaken, yeah. You have those two utility pieces. You gotta watch out for this little angle here. But yeah. So executing like that versus a full bite together, pretty good. Generally splits work the best, so I would recommend splitting. the side, but you can use that left side smoke whenever you guys are even splitting through connector. And definitely you can be more active if you want to, just with this place that I just showed you. As I said already, on the city side, what I saw in the pistol was that you were not choosing to clear out canals, and that way you got caught from these two positions, right? Kind of annoying to get caught like from between the angles, because you don't know what to watch. So you want to clear out the one of the angles, so in this case canals, and then you can focus on B main, right? Okay, let's see where you're even playing on the city side. You're playing B, okay. So you're leaving yourself 2000 for the next round. Let's see what you do here. Well, it's not much to do in this round. Kind of more interested in the full buy. You guys are playing 3 towards B. Like, generally the meta is like this. 1 A player, dedicated. 2 mid players, 1 dedicated to mid, 1 kind of rotation, maybe the upper. Then 2 players on B, 1 connector, 1 B main, right? Let's see what you guys do here. Oh, this guy doesn't expect you. Interesting. Generally people like very much expect connector. But I guess because your teammates were making noise towards B, he didn't really... Maybe he heard some info and he wasn't expecting you. This is okay here. I mean, here you're holding kind of unaware. Like, it's fine, people don't know about you, so the guy runs through the smoke like this, right? But right now, where do you think they're gonna run through? Are they gonna run through the left edge of the smoke, or they're gonna run straight at you to die to you? No, of course they're not gonna run straight at you, right? So your crosshair placement here is off in the smoke. You should be on the left or right edge of the smoke. In this case, left, very much more probable, right? So because you need to adjust, you're missing that shot, right? And you guys lose this round. I mean, jiggling this angle doesn't make too much sense. Like, it's not like you're moving too much, you know, you're still on the same angle, pretty much. So don't jiggle this, just hold it, you know, if you want to hold it. And have your crosshair slightly higher. If you want to jiggle, like... If you want to jiggle an angle, you can jiggle like this and then go back. Or if you want to peek in and out, you should peek in, peek out, peek in, peek out. Not like this. This doesn't like change anything when it comes to your positioning. Let me talk about your decision making here. Okay, so your enemies are out. Hey, this is completely fine to rotate through here. And you hear a smoke mid, so... I mean, if you want to win this round, you need to kind of run down. So you heard one guy in mid, right? And you just heard one planting. It would naturally make sense that the guy is solo on side then, because he just killed his teammate. You need to run down the guy on side right now. You cannot wait for the guy mid here. You need to run him down on side. That's your chance. When you let him rotate from water, that's already over for you. But this was your chance, this little slight window of timing of pushing the guy side who you killed a teammate of just a second ago. Ooh, this is really nice, man. With MP9 versus 2 AKs, really nice shots. You have to be really accurate with those. Nice. Yeah, this is good. Good retake. You push the smoke. They just smoke this off so they don't expect that exact timing for you. This is really good. Holding the angle, it's okay. Although, yeah, I mean, that's fine. Oh, that's completely fine what you're doing. I was trying to find a mistake here, but it's not wrong to play that passive. I was about to say that your teammate is quite aggro, but you kind of spammed, so you baited for him. They don't know he was there. You're rotating towards I mean, this is kind of too much of a rotation for a connector player. Like, in general, if you're responsible for that part of the map, you should not be rotating like as the first one in. It should be rather the mid player. You should be staying on B. You probably should never be on A side, you know, as a canals player. These are small mistakes in the rotations, but you Okay, here, see, you're not peeking canals. So what if there is someone there, like rushing up? You guys would have been split up. And now you're mollying deep. I don't see any reason to molly that deep. Like, it's not like you're going there and clearing the angles. You're just mollying to molly. Like, look, this molly. Like, if you molly there, like, what is it gonna stop them from? This is your molly, by the way. Like, it's not really gonna stop them from doing anything, right? And maybe you're also not kind of reading when they have low money. Because right now you're very exposed, you know? If they flash here and they run through the smoke, you're not getting even one kill. I'm pretty sure. And you're taking out your util in front of the smoke, right? So it's just a bit of lack of awareness. You're just dying versus those eco kills. I mean eco buy. Could have farmed here. Yeah, and you don't need to smoke this off early, to be honest as well. There's no need to do that. You can easily like, jump spot from side. But I'm kind of not sure what you're playing. If you're playing actually connector or B main. Because you should be playing one all the time. Generally, you should not be switching. Okay, now you're going behind them. This is okay. And you get clapped. That also happens. Again, you're using all your util like super early. There's no need for that. It's not, again, the molly. Look. Like, what does this change, right? They can go like up here. The nade is okay, trying to clear, but it's kind of obvious already that you're gonna nade and clear it because you've thrown all your util. So you could have timed it slightly later, or maybe use it for their smoke when they're smoking you off here, right? Kind of using that nade early as well. Not saving any util, and now you're kind of trapped. 1 minute 20 on the clock, no util. You're with an M4 on side. This map is very T-sided, so if they execute, you're pretty much done. Gotta save your util, man. Oh, your teammate gets 2 kills, that's really good. Oh, missing a bit. Okay, nice. Good up. I noticed that your crosshair placement is on the middle pillar when you're peeking. It should be on the right side. Like, this is your crosshair placement right now. There's nobody there, right? You generally have you wanna have your crosshair a lot to the right, to the angle on the stairs. That's generally where they will hold. Or maybe like left or right of this pillar. Yeah, like here. Yeah, pretty good nade. Now the molly is actually doing something right now. So the molly is actually good now because they want to go for this. That molly makes sense to me, because you're mollying in front of the smoke to deny them going through the smoke because you obviously know that they're behind it. That molly actually made sense, not the mollies you've been throwing before. Why do you die here? Yeah, I mean, here's just dying, losing a duel. It's completely fine. Okay. Decent util. Also, yeah, I was about to say that with MP9 you want to close the positioning, like be closer to them, which you just did, so that's good. You're kind of spamming that AK like a madman, but it works out for you, so I'm not gonna judge. Okay, so you're clearing canals. You're smoking quite too quickly, like you're not holding on to your util, you're using your util very fast, you know? To kind of understand when... Oh, for example, now it would be a good time to throw a molly in front of this. Or you don't have a molly. That would be a good time to throw the molly in front of the smoke to stop them from going through. I don't know what your teammate is doing. Playing a very dangerous game. Also, you're holding canals here, which is fine. I would not recommend standing like that, because it's kind of dangerous. People usually pre-aim that angle, so peeking in and out is good on that position. Okay, that's good. You're kind of moving where you're shooting, but when you're shooting, but still good enough. Behind them. Should probably be going with your knife out here. Yeah. Oh, he's gonna hear. But you get the kill. Good job. There's nothing wrong in this round. We were just holding canals, then you found the timing to push behind them. That's pretty cool. Again. Oh, nade. He's naded. Nice. Yeah, the molly is a good reaction. And then peeking behind the molly maybe not the best. In my opinion, what you should be doing here, instead of full wide swinging them into B main, you should be holding. It's a 4v4. You can still hold. You can still hold connector instead of wide swinging here. Your teammates are coming to hold this. Your teammates cannot hold connector for you, right? What you can do differently is you can save your util here, right? So later on you can cut them off util. Like being here, you should be picking this angle as the first one, right? That's where he might stand, and then these ones, and be more like clear on the angles. And here you can pick in and out, right? You should not be standing and holding. Oh, you can if you want, but in my opinion it's pretty obvious to clear it. Now, using util towards the B main, like you should be probably using util as a reaction to their util. You should not be smoking preemptively, because you can save your smoke to cut off connector if they want to split. Also, like nading here is pretty good. You can always save the nade to, if you're playing here, to break the smoke, right, and kill them. That's what I would be recommending. Also, if they smoke connector, you can break it and try to get like 1 or 2 kills here. Yeah, well, you should be definitely like you started doing this later, but you should be clearing out canals if you don't know if anyone's there, and then focusing on B main, right? But when you're focusing on B main, this is probably like the best angles you can take. Like from connector, playing here next to the pillar. This kind of angle. This is quite obvious, so I would recommend on the left side of it. And then there's not much else when you're playing con. If you're playing B, you can sometimes play like super passive from CT. That's also fine. Or like even here. That's okay if you're playing B. Or just strafe in and out like this with your smoke. And then use the smoke as you see them. And then you're not wasting your smoke, you know. That's pretty much it. That's what I see here. You didn't push B main ever, but it's not your job as a canals player. You pushed canals. Sometimes you have to do that, and it's a really good play, especially when you're not expecting them to hold and they're like running A. You can kind of take a risk and run behind them, get a good timing on them doing util. But yeah, apart from that, it was not a bad game from you. Had some nice moments, like spraying people here. And these are the things you need to improve. Holding on to your util on the CT side, choosing better positions. So, hope you enjoyed this review. Let me know. Implement all the tips by just rewatching it and practicing offline. And good luck in the games. Good luck on your ANUBIS. Have a nice day, man. Peace.